Hi guys, it's Stephanie with Sew Make It. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just continuing the video series on the crossbody bag. When I filmed this video series, I did make 2 bags. So if you see different pieces of fabric, I'm just sharing the best shot of each step, regardless of what print I was using at that time. Let's get started with the Welt Zipper Pocket. To make the Welt Zipper Pocket, I'm going to start by making a mark from the top of the fabric about 2 inches down. And I'm just going to mark that all the way across. This line will be the center of the Welt Zipper Pocket. And now I'm going to find the center. I'm just going to fold the fabric in half. And I'm just going to finger press to find that center line. I'll mark it. I want my zipper again to be 6 inches, so from that center line I'm going to mark 3 inches on both sides. So 3 inches to the left and 3 inches to the right. And then on that 2-inch line, I'm going to measure 1/4 of an inch above, make a mark, and 1/4 of an inch below and make a mark. And that's what's going to form my box for that Welt Zipper Pocket. So again, I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to find my center and I'm going to attach the pocket lining, right sides or pretty sides together, to the lining of the bag. So the pocket lining and the lining of the bag are going to be pretty sides together. And I'll just pin it in all 4 corners and be ready to get it stitched into place. Now I'm ready to sew around the box. I'm just going to start at the top. I'll backstitch at the beginning and the end. I'm just going to sew all the way around the box. When I come to the corner, I'm just going to put my needle down, raise the presser foot and turn for all 4 corners. Exactly the same process. have taken the pins out. Just gonna fold that panel in half, and I'm just gonna cut along that 2-inch line that we had drawn earlier. I'm gonna cut just a little snip in the center, and then I'm gonna cut all the way out to each edge. When I get about 1/4 of an inch from the edge, I am gonna cut like a triangle shape into each corner, being careful not to cut the stitches. And now I'm just going to push the pocket lining through the hole. Just kind of finger press the edges down, and then when I get everything pushed through, I'll just iron it flat. I'm just working with the edges, getting them folded down and lined up to where they look nice. I'm now ready to put the zipper in. I have a 6-inch opening for the zipper, and I have a 9-inch zipper. So I'm gonna just use the longer zipper, and I'll just trim off the edge that I don't need. I'm just gonna pin it into place. As I'm pinning the zipper, I'm making sure that the zipper teeth lays in the center of the hole. So I'm going to pin the end and then along each edge. I left the zipper in zipped up while I was pinning it, but before I start sewing, I am going to pull the zipper pull in this into the hole of the fabric. I want to make sure that I don't sew the zipper pull on the opposite side of the zipper. Just want to make sure my zipper is going to be usable when I get ready to sew it in. So I have each section pinned in, and I'll just sew all the way around in a moment. So I'm just going to pin this one into place as well. Something that I didn't mention earlier is that when I pin the zipper into place, I am making sure that that metal zipper stop is out of the way of my stitching. So when I pin it in, I'm just going to pin it far enough to the side that it's not going to be where my needle is going to hit when I sew it in. So I have it over about 1/2 inch from where it needs to be. That's another benefit to using a longer zipper. So I just pinned it there. It's far enough over that I'm not going to have to worry about moving it. I'm not going to have to worry about my needle breaking if I hit it. Now I'm just going to top stitch to sew the zipper in. I'm going about 1/8 of an inch from the edge of fabric, and I'm just going to back stitch beginning and end. When I come to each corner, I'm just going to put my needle down and raise the presser foot, turn, and then just continue sewing all the way around that box. And I will remove the pins and adjust the zipper pull as needed. When I come to them, I'll just make sure that they're out of my way. I also want to take a look under just to make sure that my pocket lining is laying down as well. I don't want it to be sewn up into the zipper. I'm just going to trim the threads, and we have the Welt Zipper Pocket almost finished. So the zipper works. Fantastic. Just going to flip it over and trim the extra threads, trim the extra zipper off. Just making sure that I don't cut into those stitches. So now I'm ready to complete the Welt Zipper Pocket. In my playlist below, I do have another video for Welt Zipper Pockets where I'm just using one piece of fabric for the lining. For this particular bag, I wanted to use the zipper pocket as the area that I turn the bag out, so I don't have to leave an opening in the lining or in the sides. So at the bottom of that Welt Zipper Pocket, I am going to fold the fabric up 1/4 of an inch. And for the other piece of lining, I'm going to fold it up 1/4 of an inch as well. So now I'm just taking the other piece of pocket lining. I folded the bottom edge up about 1/4 of an inch. And I'm going to leave that edge open. It's just going to make it easier to close later. I am leaving that pocket lining open in order to turn the bag out. So when I sew the exterior and the lining of the bag, I'm not going to have to leave an opening at all. So I'm just going to sew around 3 sides of this interior pocket, the pocket lining. And I'm going to draw a chalk line here to show you where I'm going to sew. It's not straight, and I'm only using about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. But I'm sewing from the bottom across the top and then down the other side. And because I'm going to be pulling on this later when I turn through the hole, I am going to backstitch a few times at the beginning and at the end, just to make sure my seams don't come loose when I'm turning the bag out. When I get ready to sew, I'm just going to sew down the pocket lining only. I'm going to make sure that the lining of the bag is out of the way, so I'll just turn it under, just making sure that I only catch the pocket lining. Now the Welt Zipper Pocket is done. I'm going to go ahead and unzip the zipper so I don't forget later to unzip it. And we'll turn the bag through the Welt Zipper Pocket. We left that hole open, and that's how I'm going to turn the bag. I have the 1/4 inch fold at the bottom, so once I get everything turned out, I'll just stitch across there just to close that up when everything's all said and done. In the next video, I'm going to construct the exterior panel that has the magnetic snap. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.